This episode of The Mimic's Veil is sponsored by Taste Invader Tea. Treat yourself to 15% off an order of daring and delicious tea at tasteinvader.co.uk using code TMV. And tonight we welcome newest patron, Myotron. And amongst other things, we talk about Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, but first, Lumines Arise.
Obviously, I've been very excited for Lumines Arise coming along, and it's finally here. I've played a good few hours of it, and unfortunately I'm probably not as high on it as I expected to be, and I can't quite put my finger on why. I think it's very good. I think for me though, and it's really weird because obviously your Tetris Effect and Tetris Effect came along and basically took a lot of what it did from Lumines, because Lumines has always been a game where the stages changed and the music changed and that kind of whole synesthesia element of it. But I just feel like, because I love Tetris Effect so much, this one just doesn't quite hit the same. It's very good at what it does, like you're playing your Lumines, the little things that they've changed and how like when you make your squares and your squares get bigger and the things inside the squares get bigger and just the animation and all that of it. I have played some of it in VR. In VR I think it's much better than it is flat. I think the VR version is better because you do get much more of the effect of being in it. The one thing I would say, and I think you can play it with the DualSense and the VR, but I played it with the Sense controllers and I didn't like it because I wanted the D-pad.
Makes sense.
So I think if you're using VR, I think I would recommend using the DualSense because you can then use the D-pad, because I think I'll always use a D-pad in this kind of game. It's more comfortable to play it that way.
What do you have to do with the motion controls?
There isn't really any motion control.
Was it just using...
Like, I think you can point at some of the menus, but it's just using the thumbstick instead of the D-pad, so it's not...
It doesn't have that same precision, does it, as the D-pad? That's the
problem. That's that. But I mean, all the effects and everything are cool. I don't think the music's as strong as Tetris Effect. I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good. And I just think because, particularly I felt like when you're playing it in flat screen, you've got a much bigger playing area in Lumines.
Yeah.
Because it's so much wider and it takes up more of the screen. So you're not getting the same impact of everything that's going on around about you because you're already working to a bigger screen anyway. But I mean, the gameplay is Lumines. It's very, very good Lumines. Yeah. Everything about it is good. I just thought it was going to be great. And I think it's that level of expectation that's just left me a little bit flat on it. But it is still a very, very good game. Everything about it is good, but it's good. It's not great, and I wanted it to be great.
Yeah. I think I agree with all of that, to be honest. I think when it is good, it is really, really good. When the music and the visuals and everything is all working in unison, I think it's still powerful and it still feels emotional and it hits that high like Tetris Effect does in its peak moments. You're like, wow, this is making me feel stuff, and it is, I don't need a story, it's just the visuals and the music and everything. It's hypnotic in that respect. But for me, it feels like they've got away from the core of what I liked about Lumines in the first place, I guess.
Yeah.
And the cleanliness of the interface, and it just feels really busy at times. And I think that takes away from it a little bit. I think I get why, and I get why you're like, what is it? There's one level where there's like peppers and broccoli and
all the different vegetables kind of changing as you go through
and
it.
There's some weird, quirky music going on, and I'm like, I appreciate the creativity and everything else, but it does sometimes feel like I just want to play Lumines. And this is all stuff that's just a bit superfluous and a bit, it's just kind of getting in the way a little bit. And even the progression is a bit like that as well. Like, I don't know, just journey mode is obviously the main mode. And then if you finish that, you get to like survival mode or endless mode, like you did in the original Lumines, where you had that was the default mode, wasn't it? And then you can unlock stuff for your Lumi, which is like your little avatar kind of character, and it's all like, yeah, this is fine to add all this stuff in, but I don't know. It feels like, it feels like it's those additions have subtracted away from the overall package in a way. Like it's muddied the waters a little bit. I liked Lumines because it's like, right, get up, get in, start the game, play, it's great, and that's it. And there's none of this other bollocks that goes on in a modern video game. So yeah, I think I agree. I think I need to try it in VR because I haven't tried it, and I've played the majority of it on the Portal. And during the harder levels, when you're getting towards the end of journey mode, that's the first time I've ever noticed lag on the Portal. And I literally couldn't move my pieces fast enough because they were dropping so quickly, and having to tap the D-pad left, like just couldn't handle it. So I ended up having to do the last couple of levels on the TV.
And I think that's a good point here as well, Ben, because I think for me, Lumines is a handheld game. Yeah. Like, and I think there is a bit of that. It just in my head, it's always been a handheld game. Although I've played it on console with Lumines Remastered and stuff, like the majority of time I've ever spent on a Lumines game has been on a handheld, whether it's on the Switch, whether it's on PSP, whether it's on the Vita. Like that's the core for me, and it just doesn't feel the same as you say on the Portal, because you do have that element of lag there, which does impact you as you go further on. And just on the in VR, although it's a very good experience, I think I'd rather play Tetris Effect because it's a better experience for me.
Tetris Effect feels more chilled as well.
Yeah.
I think that's important. Like, this feels like it gets too chaotic sometimes. Like just not only the screen or the particle effects and everything, but just these blocks are falling unpleasantly fast. And fair enough, I did play normal mode, whereas like normally I might have started something else on easy, but because I knew what I was doing, I was like, okay, I could probably get through normal. So maybe that wasn't the best idea, but I did found myself getting frustrated, whereas in Tetris Effect it feels like a meditation and you can just sort of switch your brain off, whereas this feels much more intense, which isn't really what I was after.
But Lumines has always been intense.
True.
That type of puzzle game, and I think is where it doesn't quite fit in what they're trying to do with it, because it is always a bit more high speed, a bit more stress inducing than when Tetris does get there to an extent to be. But Tetris is a much simpler game. Yeah, there's a lot of skill involved in it, but Lumines, you need to really think and plan ahead, and it's almost like getting much more into his own than Tetris. Like, oh, I just need your kind of planning for the shapes that are coming. Whereas you can't really plan in Lumines. It's more about reaction to the piece that's coming to you.
Yeah, and your point about the music, I think, is fair as well. I don't think it is as strong as I was hoping it would be, because I think when we played the demo, the last level of that was the chameleon one. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, if every level is like this is going to be incredible. But it isn't. I still think that was probably one of my favourite songs. That's probably the standout one for me. And not just because it's chameleons, but I just think that was the point where everything coalesced and made sense. And there are some sort of quirkier, jazzy numbers that I'm just like, I don't know. Like even the cheesier stuff of the original Lumines I liked, like the silly singing stuff, but there's a few bits here where I think they went a bit too left of center and a bit like this isn't nice to listen to. This is just like annoying in a way, which is a shame. So yeah, I think I'm with you on all of your points there.
I've still never played any Lumines at all. And you're not making me want to play this.
Yeah, play Lumines Remastered. It is just just pure gameplay. So that's the one.
See, when you said it's intense, I get annoyed at Tetris Effect playing that. I'm like, it's just too much.
No, you wouldn't like this.
No, because Tetris Effect is just. I think of that. I'm sure it does get intense at points, but it's much more mellow. Like Lumines, I think I've told you guys before, when I used to play Lumines Remastered on the Switch on my way to work, and that would wake me up. Like that was like having a coffee, because it's just so, you have to be so locked in, and when the music's loud and it's vibrating in time with the music and everything else, it is brilliant. I just don't think this quite captures that same feeling because of all the other bits confusing it a bit. It's a shame.
Are there themed levels?
Yeah. So every level is themed, basically.
Sorry, I mean, after games. Just looking at some of the screenshots, one of them looks like I looked at it, and there's a Lycaning coming up. First time in a while. It looked like the pedestrian.
I don't think it's themed after
with the
games,
signs.
No.
Yeah. No? Okay.
No. But yeah, it's just weird shit. Like, oh, this one's clocks. Oh, this one's road signs. This one's X's and O's. And it's just... Yeah, I mean...
Fiddle and eggs.
Exactly. And it's all, like, really, really well made. I think we're probably laying into it and making it sound like it's a 6 out of 10. I think it probably...
It's not. It's probably an 8.
Yeah, pushing towards an 8, I would say.
Yeah, kind of 7.5, 8.
Yeah, but like it's 87 on OpenCritic or something, isn't it? That feels a bit high.
Yeah.
To be honest, and that's, that was in my Fantasy Critic team, so I wanted it to do well, and I thought it would do well, but that still feels a bit generous. Maybe an 80. I'd probably give it. But yeah, I haven't engaged with any of the online stuff either. I've played like one round against another human being. Burst mode, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Where you can sort of just dump trash blocks on them. That's all right, but it's just the same thing again, but against someone else. But yeah. You can make a playlist of like your favourite levels, which, again... It's nice to have, but the core thing for me is just trying to survive as long as possible and
make that full loop, essentially.
Yeah, which I've never done in Lumines Remastered, and I don't think I ever will.
No.
But that just, all right, well, now I'm going to play through, and obviously those tracks then become familiar, and it's almost like feels like a roguelike, and you just go, okay, well, now I'm onto this one, and I know this song, and I know the rough tempo of it. Yeah, it just feels messy, I guess, compared to the really stripped back stuff that I liked in the original.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like a not even a collaboration, but it feels like something that should have worked. And for me, it just doesn't quite. It's just not quite all there. Which is a shame. And as I say, as you said, we sound like we're shitting on this, and we're not, because it is still a good game. I mean, it absolutely is, but I think we just expected it to be a great game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes we suffer from our own expectations, don't we?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes.
It happens a lot. Yeah, and we were really excited to, sometimes things just, we put them on too much of a pedestal. And they simply can't deliver. But a game that is very well designed and refined and chiseled to perfection, at least as far as Alex and I are concerned, is one we spoke about earlier in the year. That's Ooh. And Lewis, you have given that a go as well, right?
Yeah, I started playing it yesterday. I just fancied it. I realised, we're talking about Game of the Year type stuff. My completed games this year are few and far between. And I'm sure this came out start of the year, towards the start-ish.
A few months ago anyway.
Yeah, and I did enjoy what I've seen and how you guys described it. So I was like, you know what, it's in the FamLib. I'll give it a little go. And it's really cool. I really enjoy it. Even, I think the first little while you do kind of power through, but then it starts throwing you a couple of brain teasers. You're like, right, okay, so I need to blow open this passageway to get to the fly, but the button's down here, and like there's a bit where it's like there's a retractable area, right? But I need to, that's there, why is that there? And you like look at it and go, okay, how do I do this? And then like just through playing about with it, you go, oh, because at that point I didn't realise that you could leave your bomb or body, whatever it is, in one place and then fuck off to somewhere else. And I was like, it took me like, I mean, I'm making it out like it took me like 3 hours to figure out. It took me like 5 minutes to like realise that that's what I needed to do. And that's a long time when you're in a room. You can't go back because it's blocked off.
Yeah.
You're like, right, so I need to, I'm missing something here. But when you realise, you go, of course.
Idiot.
So simple.
Yeah.
What an idiot. But it's really cool. I love how simplistic it is. I love how you're in a bird.
Yeah. Yeah, you get swallowed.
In this bird, there's
to start with.
little mouths that transport you places. This bird has mouths inside it. So that's cool. I like it. Multiple sphincters. They've got teeth.
Nasty sphincter.
But it's really cool. Like I said, I'm only played it for like a little while, but I do intend to see it through. I don't think it takes too long, from what I remember you guys saying about it.
Sure it was only a
couple of hours, I think.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Just such a well designed game. Like it's just so well designed. The level design and just how it layers everything on in such a natural way. So good. Just thinking, I'd forgotten all about that game until I heard Ben talking about it the other day. And
that's why I downloaded it. It was after I heard it on Gamer in the Wild.
Yeah,
there we go.
And I'm
I was
like,
oh, I should listen to this guy.
Who is he? He should have his own podcast. Yeah. No, he's brilliant. It is, and it was nice to talk about it with John on Gaming in the Wild as well, just because.
Really surprised he hadn't played it.
Well, yeah, this is why I DM'd him when I was playing it, because it was like, oh, this is such a Gaming in the Wild kind of game. So yeah, I think he'll get around to it when it's 2 hours. Like when I said it was 2 hours, like his eyes lit up. Like
Yeah,
that's the sweet spot good. Right there. But yeah, brilliant, really good. And you,
it's the first.
Please,
yeah,
no, continue.
No, I was going to say it's the only game I played really that's sort of dragged me away from Arc Raiders. There's another one, but it's the. I was like, yeah, I'll give this a shot. Like a game that I've not played before.
Yeah.
That's something I can't just like jump in and be like, I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
It's the new game that I've started whilst having Arc Raiders being constantly in the background.
Yeah. And we should, while you mention Arc Raiders, we have obviously continued to play it. We're not going to go in depth because I think we did about half an hour on it last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've played a bit more. We've, I've played some sessions with some of the guys in Discord, and continues to be fun and full of silly little moments. And Alex hiding and hoarding his apricots.
Sure. Well, I mean, if you hadn't been begging for apricots, I might have given you them. Be like, can I have your apricots? I'm like, no.
Too desperate. No. So yeah, I sent Alex a picture of me acquiring some apricots yesterday with just a middle finger emoji. Just like, don't need you anymore. Shove your apricots up your safe pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. And I think we'll carry on chipping away at that one for God knows how long. Because I've continued to enjoy it. Lovely. Baldur's Gate 3, Lewis.
Yeah, it's you know what? I decided that I think it was because I heard John mention it when I was listening to the podcast. I was like, yeah, I'll play Baldur's Gate. The last time I checked my save, the 7th of April, 2024, I say 2024, was when I last played it. So I was sort of dumped at some point in Act 3. I was like, right, what am I supposed to do here? And I just sort of wandered around talking to people, trying to remember what it was, what I'm supposed to do, how it was like, can I check what quests I've got? I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, did I just look at it on the map? I could remember very little. So I played a good few hours last night of just trying to find my feet again, remembering what kind of character I had, what the buttons were, like how to go around playing that game. Because it's such a massive undertaking, even at like this quite late stage. Because I did consider, oh, will I start again? And I'm like 56, 60 hours into that. I'm like, nah, I'm not going back to the start. If I go back to the start, I certainly will not finish it. No. Even the chances of me finishing it at this point are slim.
Yeah, but at least there's a potential you might power through.
Yeah, like I made the conscious choice to go and download it and to just have a bit of fun with it. And that's what I've been doing.
Nice. I don't think
it's
it was
such
ever
a well-written game.
It is good. I don't think there was ever a point where I didn't feel overwhelmed playing it in all of the hours that I put into it. So I can't imagine going back halfway through a save or even like that deep into the game.
You finish it?
Being able to... No. I got to Act 2 and I had enough. It's just...
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought you had finished it. I don't know why I thought...
Nah.
I'm sure I mentioned it at the time, but Act 2 really took the life out of me. I found that it's such a drag. It's still... Talk about the writing. It's such a well-written game. Very, very complex in how it's all set up. But Act 2 just really fucked me off. I was like, can I be arsed with this pish? Yeah. It was just too obtuse at times. I was like, rubbish. By the point I got to Act 3, I was done for.
Yeah.
Bye, so.
Yeah. I wonder if you will push through it. This hard.
I don't think so. I think I'm just playing it just now, unless I'm like really close to the end, but looking at the tasks I've got to do, I'm really just fanning about when I'm playing it. Like, I do plan to finish it at some point, but I've said the same with... I said the same about Death Stranding, about Persona 5. All these games that I'm like either halfway through or towards the end, I'm like, well, I'll finish them eventually. And Baldur's Gate 3 is part of that. At least it's still... There's plenty of games that I've played to a certain point, but like, nah, this is for the bin, this.
Yeah. I should just say, if you like talk about bins, check out patreon.com/The Mimics Veil, because there's a good 5 minutes about Lewis moaning about his bins on the upcoming episode of Chimbat, released on the 1st of December. Yep. There's some stuff about bins. There's some stuff about girl groups from the 90s. What else do we talk about?
Boy groups from the 90s.
Boy groups from the 90s. How we're going to fitness, how we're going to approach our sort of game of the year, season stuff, all that goodness you can enjoy from as little as £1 a month.
Yeah.
But more is always welcome.
More is welcome. It is, there is like 5 minutes of bin chat. It is, I think it's around 50 minutes long, this one. I'm going to say a good 15 of those minutes are us being like, right, name the members of
Bewitched
band.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you like the sound of that and you like this, then check it out. Patreon.com/The Mimics Veil.
To put you on the spot, how many chin bats are there?
16.
Wow.
Yeah, counting that one. So yeah.
Counting that one. Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty good. 16 additional podcasts for just £1 or more.
Importantly, very important.
Yeah. What have I played this week? I have dabbled in, because I'm the fighting game guy, right? We all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
You're the one with the fighting
clear.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
I played Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. And that is very cool. Do you guys know much about it? What it's all about?
Yes, it's only what's the first 3 games, something?
First 4 Mortal Kombat games. And
then Ed Boon et al. Are talking about them. Essentially.
yeah. And they're just a lovely bunch of nerds. It's the documentary part of it. I think I've pretty much finished all of that. And it's just funny.
How does that work? Is it?
So it's like, have you played like Atari 50 or what's the Tetris one called?
Tetris Forever.
Tetris Forever. Any of those? Was it Digital Eclipse, isn't it, that makes them?
Yeah.
They're basically documentary style. Sort of, they look back at classic games or whatever, or developers, and there's documentaries interspersed with the games themselves as well, like along a timeline. So you can go, oh, let's watch this chapter about Mortal Kombat 2 for the Mega Drive, and then you can jump into the game and play that version of it and things like that. And yeah, it's just really interesting, but it was fascinating seeing how it just came about. It was just this small group of nerds just going, oh, should we do this because it's cool? Should we just make it really violent? And just, there was no like artistry behind it at all. It was just them just going, what if he just rips out his spine and just holds it up like that? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? And it's just like, it's really pure. Just, I'm glad to see that was the intent behind it all along. They weren't trying to like have a message, and they would cool. Just come up with the names because they sounded cool and they don't mean anything, but it's just like, yeah, that's
they do sound cool.
They're all cool names. And
so you're saying that? So Ed Boon is there? John Tobias? Is he part of it?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So he's
is his first name John? I'm assuming his name's John.
Yeah, it's John. Yeah, I think it's John. No, I'm doubting myself. And yeah, so like Noob Cybot, one of the like hidden characters, is Boon Tobias. It's like an anagram of both of their names, and which
that's backwards.
Well, there you go.
So that's actually the original Sub-Zero. Come on.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, they're basically the same character, same actor, but just with different palette swaps.
Colours.
Different animations. But yeah.
Get over here.
But even that was just a crazy idea that Ed Boon had one day. It was just like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if he just threw this dagger out and then just dragged it? Oh yeah, that would be great. And then they just made it, and then it was in the game and became iconic. It's if you like these games and how silly they are, this is a really sort of fascinating look at them. And I think the games hold up really well as well.
Yeah, do they?
Yeah. I've enjoyed it. Okay. I've played through Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 now. So I played through the arcade version of 1 and then the Super Nintendo version of 2, because that was like my favourite one back in the day.
Has that got blood in it?
Yeah. It does.
Oh, there is a blood option.
I think you
is
can.
It green?
No, I think you can switch on to the green blood version somehow. But you can also have all of the moves up on screen while you're playing. So like you can have a little bit to the left of the screen that tells you, how to do like Scorpion's different moves or things like that. And then when you get to finish him, that all of those fatalities pop up as well, so you can do them.
They're long, aren't they?
Some of them are really long, but then you can rewind if you fuck one up, and you can just keep trying it over and over again. And it's
very good just to sit and play about it.
You can just go, I want to try that one again, and you can extend the amount of time that they're dazed as well to like 30 seconds or something, so you can just keep trying them over and over again, and it just lets you piss around with it, because that was part of the original mystique of Mortal Kombat, was how do I do this? How do I reach into his chest and rip his heart out, like,
Yeah.
because I've heard that you can do that, but I've no idea how to do it. So having those prompts on the screen and being able to pull off all that stuff is, it's really cool. I've enjoyed.
It sounds cool. I didn't realize it was the first 4 games. I think my first Mortal Kombat, because I was a Mortal Kombat guy when I was in the 90s. I think it was Mortal Kombat maybe 3, and me and my mate Tom would be in primary school and be like, "Oh, imagine Mataro just came in here just now and started like fighting everyone, like just like kicking off. What would happen?" Be like, "Oh, man, that'd be so cool. We would run away."
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
it's funny how that those games appealed to that whole generation and of just nerdy boys, but it was just made by a bunch of young men that were just that, and just like, I think Ed Boon did all the voices in the first game, but then they hired a guy to do the commentator voice in the second one, and it was literally just do that, but in a kind of Asian sounding accent if you can, please. So like, it's just got this old guy just going Baraka and doing all these you've got a cool voice, this sounds great. And just playing through it and hearing the sound design of it is just brilliant. But now knowing that they were just chucking as much shit as at the wall that just sounds cool, it's just like, I get that now. It's fascinating if you're interested in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Who's your guys' go-to?
Raiden, I think.
Raiden.
I like Raiden's like dive.
Across the stage,
where he screams just nothing. He just like screams really weird things when he's doing it. You're a Raiden guy as well, weren't you, Lewis?
No? I know why you think that, but I was a Sub-Zero guy.
Ah, okay. Scorpion for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Sub-Zero as well, but Scorpion.
Scorpion is cool.
I did like Baraka in Mortal Kombat 2 as well. But, and Liu Kang.
Anytime
a little bit.
I was never a Liu Kang.
I like his kick, his like bicycle kick where he just flies at the screen. Like that. Just brilliant. Really good.
Mortal Kombat, I always say if I'm playing it, my wife's like, "Don't you ever let the girls see you playing this." I'm like, "Well, it's cartoon violence," and she's like, "It is not cartoon violence."
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was at one point in
I think the old games potentially, but now it's probably a wee bit too realistic.
Whereas I, being an irresponsible parent, I really want to play this with my kids, to be like, look at how cool games were back in the day. How amazing is that? Because now all they're interested in is fucking Roblox, and the scariest thing playing games like that is some old pervert jumping on voice chat. Whereas at least this was like, in your face.
That's something really scary.
Exactly. Yeah. Genuinely scary. Whereas this is just like silly violence. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really like it. I recommend it if you've got any nostalgia whatsoever for fighting games of yore.
Do you get physically on Switch?
I don't think physical's out just yet.
Out yet.
No, because I was thinking, because there is some sort of collector's edition, collector with a K, obviously.
Of course.
But I don't think it's out until midway through December, maybe. Midway wasn't a deliberate pun, by the way. But yeah,
it's coming though, I'm sure. I think on Switch too.
I'm sure it is. Now, something else on Switch 2 that's just hit Alex: Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to talk about it.
My God,
because you know how I've really wanted to play a Zelda game, but not wanted to play a Zelda game for quite a wee while now. And I think I finally found the one that I want to play. Obviously, there's a little bit of crossover, like in a Muso type game, a Survivors type game, because it is very much a hack and slashy, kill loads of enemies type experience, which ticks many more in my boxes. So I thought, I'm going to try this because I think I will like it. And I've never really played that much in terms of Dynasty Warriors. I have played a bit of Dynasty Warriors Origins, but probably not too much of it. But I've played a good few hours of this anyway. And I really like it. And what probably surprised me the most is how well it runs. Because obviously, historically, Hyrule Warriors games have been a bit of a disaster on this. Not a disaster, that's unfair, but they've had notable issues in terms of the number of enemies and stuff on the screen and how it ran on a Switch. But on the Switch 2, this runs beautifully. And how the story's set up is Zelda has found herself in an ancient version of Hyrule because she's kind of fallen down this big well at a battle with Ganondorf or something. I don't know.
So this, if you'd have played Tears of the Kingdom, would make more sense
Probably
because
makes
it's
sense,
like how their paths diverge, I think, at the start, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
Tell me you've not played Tears of the Kingdom without telling me you've not played Tears of the
So basically,
this
is what.
right, called Zelda. Turns out she's a
like
girl. Yep.
pre-Tears of the Kingdom, essentially, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. Thousands of, a long time.
thousands of years before, and you are battling through this version of Hyrule against Ganondorf and against other people who are trying to fight against King Raru and his queen, and you can see some twists and tales that are coming in the story quite early on, and I've just kind of hit some of them. I don't want to spoil it for people that kind of will play it, but the story does seem pretty good, but the gameplay is just fun. It's one of those that you can pick up and play for maybe like 10-15 minutes, do a couple of wee levels here and there, put it back down, and then you get to certain parts of it where you can progress to like the next main story chapter level, which will give you some cutscenes and that takes you a wee bit more of the story, but it presents you a map of the depths and higher Hyrule, and you are kind of exploring different bits with different people, but you get other icons that are like assist quests where you'll be rewarded different items for doing different things, and if you earn enough of those, you can then, that's how you like upgrade your characters. You complete these other quests around the map, but it's just a case of, I now have 3 of this type of seed and so many apples, so I can now complete that quest, and you just hit complete and it upgrades your characters. It's not going in and upgrade this, upgrade that. It's just, right, their base skills have been upgraded. You do have some different abilities that you can customize in terms of like main abilities of what ones you have. You would press like the R button and it brings you up a choice of 4 like special abilities to hit between the 4 face buttons. And it's all just very hack and slash combat. But it seems to be telling a good story, and it's fun to play, and it's very much a kind of pick up and play type game. You don't need to be playing it for hours. You could just play it as long or as little as you want to because of how it's structured through like the levels and chapters and missions. And all the characters seem quite interesting in terms of how they're working towards getting Zelda back towards the modern day and the time travel elements and stuff. And then you've got all the different what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's completely gone out of my head, and I made sure I remembered this word. But you've got like these contraptions, but it's not contraptions, but like
like the Zonai devices.
The Zonai stuff, like there's devices, but there is a specific word that they use to call them all because that's like some of the enemies you're fighting against. And you have all of that.
Constructs
and how they constructs. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah.
Bingo.
So you've all these constructs. Within there, and you're kind of learning stuff about the Zonai. So it's probably quite, if you've played Tears of the Kingdom, this is probably giving you a lot of the backstory to some of that in there. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, it's probably explaining some of what's to come. But I say for me, this is more of a game that I want to play just now than Tears of the Kingdom, having come out of Outer Worlds 2 and spent like 60 hours in that playing an RPG and not so much focused on kind of fast combat, whereas this is all about just combat and battles and killing all of these enemies, and it's got like a KO count in the bottom of the screen and everything. You're getting that up to over 1,000, and it's just ticking all these boxes for you, and you're just like, it's nice. It is nice, and it plays nicely and it runs nicely, and yeah, I'm impressed.
Did you play the first one?
No, this is the first one of these I've played.
Sounds like they've made a bit of, some improvements over that.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Age of Calamity.
You'd what? Age of Calamity. So not another one before that as well. Is that not the third one?
It was just Hyrule, the original Hyrule Warriors.
Was the first one just Hyrule
more of
Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloak rather than an actual story. But no, it does seem like they have made improvements, and I think, I'm sure I said this in Discord or something, like this is like a coming in like a solid 8 out of 10 and very much an Alex game, and it feels like a solid 8 out of 10 and very much an Alex game. Like it does feel it. It's just got that gameplay loop that I enjoy. Whereas I think because I'm a bit more familiar with the characters and the world and stuff in this, it's pulling me in more than when I tried to play actual Dynasty Warriors, and I'm a bit like, I'm quite enjoying the combat and stuff here, but there's nothing really pulling me into the story. Whereas with this, I'm a bit more invested because I understand at least some of what's going on from the Breath of the Wild perspective, even though I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. So, yeah. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing more. Dipping in and out of it. I don't see me sitting spending like the way I did with Outer Worlds 2 and just playing it constantly, but I do see me dipping in and out and playing maybe an hour here and there just to kind of keep going with it.
Yeah, I'm interested in this one. Like everything I've heard, like the story's supposed to be really good. Runs well. I like the sound of it. I think the only thing that's holding me back is that I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom, and it feels silly to play this without, because I got pretty far through that. So it feels like I can wait. And obviously we've got Metroid Prime 4 coming imminently, which I'm going to get day one. So that'll probably be my switch to playtime on that. You obviously mentioned Outer Worlds 2 there, Alex. Brief, 30-second closing thoughts on that one, because obviously it seems like you're pretty high on it, given that you've put 60 hours and finished that bad boy.
Loved it. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I loved how my story played out. I loved how I screwed over some people that I just kind of brought along the way to help me. And then when it came to having to make some decisions, I properly screwed them over and made the most of it. And I got a nice ending. Well, I got a nice ending for me. I felt like my story played out quite nicely, and I took what I felt was the best ending for me. You can see how you would have different options, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. There
we go.
Very good.
We started on a disappointing game, slightly disappointing, and it ended on a high. But let's end on the ultimate high.
Let's play, as they say in Luxembourg. Rot emal den Outro as an der Übersetzung Valur Gangen.
Wow.
I learned Afrikaans this week as well.
Did you?
Damn it, Lewis.
That's one I've checked periodically. To say, well, I do Afrikaans. No, I did Afrikaans last week.
Yeah, but you didn't do the accent.
You stick to it, but yeah.
Didn't do the accent. Yeah. It's Jamaican patois I keep on playing with.
Okay. Look, let's not get shadow banned. Let's just.
Give us a clue.
You want a clue? Sequel. That's a great clue. That is the best clue.
Street Fighter 2.
But it's but it's not the second in the series. There'll be something gobshitey in here, we know it.
Yeah, well, last week was exceedingly gobshitey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sequel.
Should see if it's an indie, because not many indies have sequels.
Yep, go for it.
That would narrow it down if it was. Is that an indie, Lewis?
Nah.
Not indie. Did this release in the 1990s?
Yes.
So it's an old sequel.
Okay, just saying, Street Fighter 2 is still on the table.
It is indeed.
That'd be quite funny. Should see if it's a fighting game.
Maybe fighting game, or do a few others maybe.
Platformer. Could be like Sonic 2.
Yeah. What do people call like is it a beat 'em up, a fighting game, or a platformer? Because a fighting game and a beat 'em up are two different things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, those three, Lewis. Is it any of those three?
No,
Street Fighter 2.
it is not.
It's not Street Fighter 2, it's not Sonic 2.
Not Streets of Rage 2.
No. That was that. I thought that's what you were thinking of when you were trying to get that fighting game, but
I do the same.
Okay. Should we get console?
yeah.
Get that down?
Did you think it would be the Mega Drive?
Well, with Lewis, it's
Just a high
generally
likelihood.
N64 or Mega Drive.
Yeah.
But does he
Game Boy or something.
But does he know that? And now he's changed. Has he evolved? Let's just ask: is this a Mega Drive or N64 game?
It is not.
Motherfucker. Maybe.
Something like Ridge Racer 2.
Yeah.
Would that have good music?
Could try handheld. That's a good shout. What you said before.
Is that, we'll go for that. Is this a handheld game, Lewis?
No.
No.
All right.
Many's that 4?
That's 5.
5. Clue time.
According to Metacritic, it's one of the best games of all time.
Portal 2 again?
So,
So
We've
it'd be
already-
like
we've had
Super
Yoshi's
Mario World
Island.
2. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, but we've had that already. Is this? Does the title of this game?
Oh, it's not a platformer, remember? That was
No,
a,
true.
one of the-
But do you think because he said it's a sequel? I've just got 2 in my head, but it doesn't necessarily
might
need
not
to be 2, does
Could
it?
be like Super Metroid or something.
Does the could be Super Metroid actually, but is that a platform? It's a Metroidvania, isn't it?
It's Metroidvania.
Damn you, Wilson. Super Metroid is a good shout. So, I mean,
Question 6.
should we go Super Nintendo?
Yeah, go for it.
Is this on the Super Nintendo?
Nope.
So PlayStation, what does that really leave? What?
Well, NES, Master System,
Loads.
Loads.
Saturn,
All the consoles.
Could be like Tomb Raider 2.
64 DD as well. It's separate.
Okay. I feel like we're floundering here. We've only got a few questions left.
Which thanks.
Any the wiser.
We are a wee bit, aren't we?
Yeah. So it is. Sorry, what was the second clue again?
Best games of all time by Metacritic. One of
Metacritic.
the. I'm stuck thinking about sequels and number 2 games, which is
This is good. It's a great clue as well. Tells you there's more than one of them.
That's very handy, and not the first one. So, double clue. Is it? Now he's fucked us over with PC games before,
yeah,
but do we think?
that Blade Runner one.
Yeah, but do we think that was the only PC game he played, wasn't
Championship Manager 2.
it? Yeah.
It didn't have any music though, did it? We're just going to listen to the sound of a football match from Championship Manager 2.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant. Should we ask if it was a PlayStation game?
Yeah, is that a PlayStation game, Lewis?
It is a PlayStation game.
All right. Good. So that'll be original PlayStation.
Yeah.
Good. We can work with that. One of the best games of all time. Metal Gear Solid 2?
Potentially.
That is definitely one of them.
Could ask if it's a Kojima game.
That might be too precise.
A stealth game. I don't know what does.
Does the game involve shooting guns?
Nah,
No?
don't think so.
No gunplay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. He doesn't seem too sure about that.
Yeah, but I don't buy that. He knows.
No, he's just acting it.
What else?
Loads else.
I'm not asking you.
Could it be a drive? It could be a driving game. Could be something like Ridge Racer 2. Is that on PlayStation?
I don't know if it's one of the best games of all time, though.
No, but you just never know. Gran Turismo 2.
Yeah. That had some good music in it as well, actually. Sort of music you would like, actually, Alex, in that game. Really.
You said good music there, right?
Yeah. Does have that as well.
Just another insult.
No, I said good music, the sort of music that you would like. Could we ask if it involves driving a vehicle?
Yeah.
Does the
Grand Theft Auto
gameplay
2.
GTA 3 came out on the PlayStation 2, didn't it?
2,
I think.
yeah. So 1 and 2 were PlayStation.
Yeah. Wipeout 2097. Not one of the best games of all time.
Not 2. No. Could be something like GTA 2 though.
Yeah.
But that's guns. He says there's no guns.
Yeah. Okay. Does are you in control of a vehicle?
Yes.
In it? Okay. Okay.
How many's that?
That's 9, I think.
That is 9.
What? I can't think of any other. So GTA.
It's not going to be GTA if there's no gunplay. I mean, it could be Gran
No,
Turismo
true,
2.
true, true, true.
Could be Ridge Racer 2.
Yeah. But then, what other vehicles are there that you could be in charge
Burnout
of?
2. But I think that was PS2. I don't think that was PS1.
I feel like there's something really obvious that we're missing here.
Twisted
one of
Metal 2.
Yeah. Destruction
Was that
Derby.
Destruction Derby 2?
What a bastard.
What are we getting as the translation this time? Is it the developer or is it the game?
The game.
Okay. What language is it in?
I'm just trying to figure it out. I never wrote it down. I'm kind of
Try to decipher what
trying to
language it
figure
is.
it out.
Okay. What would narrow it down? So we're in a vehicle. We're on the PlayStation. One of the best games of all time, according to Metacritic. What could it be?
Has it been recently re-released? Because Ridge Racer 2 recently got re-released on the Switch too.
Yeah. I just feel like Ridge Racer's not prestige
No,
enough.
I don't
to be that
disagree
high
with
on
you, Ben,
Metacritic.
but it doesn't mean it didn't have a really high Metacritic at that point.
True.
Because it had that fancy pad and everything, remember?
What about, has it got a 2 in the title?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not going to narrow it down, no, is it?
No, true. Is it a car? Is it a car you're driving? Maybe. I haven't asked. This is me talking to Alex.
Is it okay? Thanks.
Does it have an alliterative title?
Yeah, you go for it. You go for the last one.
Does it have an alliterative title, Lewis?
No.
No. So that would make me think Gran Turismo 2. Or A-Spec. No, what was the second one called?
I think it was just called 2.
Was it? When did they start bringing in A-Spec? Was that 3?
I don't know, but if it's Gran Turismo 2 and we say Gran Turismo 2, I think he'd be a bit of a dick if he said, well, it's actually called Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's the translation, Lewis?
The translation, I will say it gets a 93 on Metacritic, this game.
Okay.
Its translation, which I think might be German, I'm not sure, is Auslöschung. Auslöschung. Maybe not German.
How many words is that?
AUSLO with an umlaut. SCHUNG. Yeah, write that down, Ben, because that'll help you.
Please say it again.
Auslöschung.
Yep.
LO umlaut.
Yep.
SCHUNG.
That doesn't feel like Gran Turismo.
Is that 3 words?
No.
Is that all one word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking hell. Shung.
Yeah, Shung. Auslo.
Shung. It's Formula 1 too. I don't know.
There's no number in that.
Yeah, I didn't put the number in.
Okay. If you were to put the number in, what would the number be in German?
It would just be the numbers.
But what number would it be? That's the reason.
Oh,
if you're giving us the name,
I don't know what language. I don't know what language it is, so I can't put the numbers in.
So I think it could be Wipeout 2077 or whatever you call it.
I mean, I'd love it to be, because the music is incredible.
I mean, I could see him being gobshite enough to put that in there because he knows how much.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't feel like Gran Turismo from that translation.
And he would know that the German for the number 2. So why would he be reluctant to say the number unless it's 2097? Yeah, fucking.
He said the numbers.
Go for that.
What, I can't remember what numbers it is, Ben. So you said.
Is it Wipeout 2097?
So, let me see here. Auslöschung is a translation into some language, I'm not sure, of Wipeout. It is Wipeout 2097.
Oh, wow.
Well done.
Amazing. Great.
Well done.
Great gobshite detection there, Alex.
It was when he said the numbers would just be the numbers, and I'm like, that's what brought me back to 2097.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, what a game. What a game. Oh, fine choice.
Still think it might be Ridge Racer 2.
You know, saying I just pick games that I like. There you go. I think Wipeout's crap.
Yeah, well, that we even said, didn't we? Yeah, if it's Lewis, it's probably going to be Mega Drive or N64 because he only ever picks stuff he likes. Yet again, you've thrown a curveball our way. Very good. That was a good one.
Delightful.
Back to winning ways.
All right. Yep. That was fun. I didn't. Yeah, numbers. I sort of made a mistake there. Need to hold the cards.
We teased the clue. We teased the clue out of you.
We did.
You did. Made a mistake. But we are going to listen to the instrumental version of Firestarter by the Prodigy from Wipeout 2097.